I know it's been a while. I think it's been over a month now. I filmed 3 videos last weekend so I can get a video up, but I don't know what happened. I think my mic or something was unplugged because all the videos that I filmed didn't have any audio, so I'm refilming some of the videos that I did last week, but it's okay. It kind of worked out because during that time, Victoria's Secret actually released newer fragrances. Luckily, over the weekend that they were having this sale, I was able to get some from the new collection. I think it officially drops August 28th, but I got a whole bunch of new stuff from the new up-and-coming collections. I also had been shopping some of the past sales because there were some scents that I had been wanting to try, but I just feel like I've been really late to a lot of these Victoria's Secret releases. There are just so many new collections. I think there's maybe 4 or the 5 new collections, but the main one that I wanted to focus on was getting the new Daydream Collection that's coming out, and also the new, I think it's Cafe something. I think Cafe Victoria. These are all gourmand scents, which I love, and I am so excited. It's just getting me in the mood for fall. I am craving those sweeter gourmand scents. Even though it's over 100 degrees here, we are nowhere near fall weather, but very excited for these new fragrances. I got 8 new body mists. Well, one of them is actually from Pink, and then I also got a couple lotions as well. So we're gonna start off with the new Daydream Collection. I got 3 out of the 4 new scents because for some reason they didn't have the Bare Vanilla out. I think because my store, the one that I went to, they had this collection out so early that they just got bits of it. So actually one of the scents I only got in the lotion because they didn't have the mist out, and then I got 2 other fragrance mists. I was so excited whenever I saw this first post on Instagram. I was seeing it shared and I just love the packaging, the notes, they all sound really good. I love all the colors, the pastels, and it just looks very soft and pretty. Whenever I first saw this, it kind of reminded me of the La Creme collection that came out a few years ago. I still love that collection. That was one of my favorite collections that they've ever done. Like the packaging, the fragrances, they're all so good. So this one kind of reminds me of that collection, if anything. I haven't compared a lot of these fragrances side by side, so this is definitely just a first impression of what I think about these so far. Okay, I accidentally hit my camera, so the position kind of changed. I feel like the lighting is just a little bit off. I'm trying to get better about the quality of my videos. Like, I think I'm gonna order a new mic soon, but to be honest, I don't really know a lot about cameras and mics and stuff, so I need to look into that. So I apologize if the lighting or the sound is a little bit off. But anyways, back to the collection. So the first one that I have here is Velvet Petals Daydream. I love the original Velvet Petals, and I do like a lot of the flankers, but I find with Velvet Petals especially, sometimes the flankers are very similar to the original, and I'm looking for something new. I don't want a ton of scents in my collection that smell the exact same. So this version is Airy Blooms and Sweet Cream. I like how all of these are just like very light, fluffy, kind of sweeter versions of the original. And to be honest, I don't even really remember exactly what all of these smell like. It does smell similar to the original Velvet Petals. If anything, like a little bit more sugary sweet. I get hints of that like almond glaze note that I get from the original. So I think that is something similar that they have. Even though it doesn't have an almond note listed, I don't know, this to me smells really sugary sweet. It's almost a tiny bit creamy too. It's nothing too floral either. I would definitely still consider this a sweet fragrance. It's just very soft, very feminine, and I feel like it's gonna be a theme with this collection, like all just like very soft, airy scents, which I really like. I like how it still has that sugary sweetness, so I can definitely pick up on that sweet cream note. I don't know if there's any other notes listed because I don't think these are on the website just yet. Sometimes they'll give us a little bit more of a description on there, and I mean, I love the original, so I had a feeling I was gonna like this one, and if anything, this one, it seems a little bit sweeter to me, which I'm really liking. So the next mist that I have here, this one is Love Spell Daydream. This one says Sparkling Berries and Jasmine Musk. I don't really care for the original Love Spell, like Love Spell, Pure Seduction, those are some of my least favorites from the core line, but I do like a lot of the flankers. And this one, there's something about it, like something kind of mixed in there. It might be that Jasmine Musk. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Cloud by Ariana Grande with like an added creamy berry note. It definitely has that added sweet musk scent that I get from Cloud, so I think that's kind of why it's reminding me of it a little bit. I'm not saying it's like a dupe for Cloud or anything, but there's some similarities there that I'm kind of picking up on. So my first impression of this one I think is definitely a lot different from the original. Like this doesn't even really smell like the original Love Spell in my opinion. I can definitely smell that musk, but it's not like that clean, like powdery musk scent. It's still very, very sweet to where I'm getting more of this like cloud-like berry scent. Like not cloud as in the perfume, but like literally like fluffy like a cloud. Like it's just very soft and delicate smelling, but still has a little bit of sweetness as well. So I'm actually really liking this one because it's so different from the original Love Spell. It's still a little bit sweet from those fruity notes, but yeah, I'm really liking this one too. And then the last one that I got is just the lotion. This I decided to get in the lotion only because I tried it out in store. They had a tester out and this smelled so good whenever I tried it out in store. I'm trying not to buy so many lotions because I do have quite a few, but whenever I smelled this, I just thought it smelled so good. I don't know if I said the name, but yeah, Pure Seduction Daydream. This has notes of plum sugar and white suede. I feel like the camera kind of washes out the packaging a little bit, but the packaging on the lotion is really pretty as well. And I love when they do these kind of like metallic lids. Okay, I just put a little bit here in my hands and I love this scent. There is something that I think maybe from Bath and Body Works that this kind of reminds me of, but this smells so sweet and almost kind of like a marshmallow in my opinion. It definitely has that fluffy creaminess to it. It is very sugary, very sweet, at least in the lotion. They didn't have a tester out for the fragrance mist, so I'm not sure if they smell any different, but in the lotion on my skin, I definitely get this more marshmallowy note that I really, really like. And it almost kind of reminds me a little bit of cotton candy as well. So one thing I was kind of thinking of already layering with this lotion would be Boardwalk Taffy or Cotton Candy Clouds from Bath and Body Works. I think they would smell so good together. Like this, it just smells like marshmallows. I do really like this scent. It smells so good in the lotion. This collection, I mean, I already kind of had a feeling that I was gonna like this collection, and this has definitely been one of my favorite collections that they come out with recently. I tried a bunch from the new fall releases, and there just weren't really a lot from those collections that I really enjoyed. So that's kind of why I hadn't been to pick up any of the new fragrances in a while. But one thing I'm kind of noticing with this Daydream collection specifically is they are a little bit on the lighter side. I can still smell them whenever I spray them, but they're not super powerful fragrances. Like they're not going to perform more like a perfume. They all just have this very light kind of airy feel to them, but I really like that in a fragrance. So as long as I get at least maybe a couple hours wear out of it, I mean, that's okay with me. But just keep that in mind if you're not really into the softer fragrances. These do smell a little bit on the lighter side. Okay, getting into a few other scents that I have. They actually had this brand new one. This one I think is probably coming out pretty soon. They only had the fragrance mist whenever I last went, but this is from their like more like naturals collection, and this is the new Vanilla Bean and Macadamia. I love so many scents that they do in this collection, but I knew I had to grab this. I mean, Vanilla Bean, Macadamia, those are some of my favorite fragrance notes. So I smelled it a little bit in store. If you like more of those nutty gourmands, this is such a cozy, nutty, sweet gourmands. Like I can pick up on the vanilla and the macadamia, but I was trying to think of other fragrances that I might compare to this one. And in case anybody is wondering, because I know there's a Sol de Janeiro scent that has macadamia. I think it's the number 71. I don't think this one smells like the Sol de Janeiro. That one has such a strong caramel note to where it smells more of like a caramel macadamia cookie. This one is just straight up like the macadamia nuts mixed with like a warm, sweet vanilla. I sprayed a little on my skin. I feel like once it has a chance to dry down a little bit more, it's not as overly sweet. You can still smell like that vanilla, but it definitely smells sweeter in the cap versus on my skin. It still smells good whenever I spray it on my skin, but honestly, I would prefer it to be even a little bit sweeter. I mean, I don't know. That could definitely just be me and how it's mixing with my body chemistry. But overall, I do think this one smells really good. It almost kind of reminds me a little bit of like a vanilla cookie, like just something very warm and cozy. It definitely reminds me of fall. I think this would smell really good with the Philosophy Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. Like they both have that very cozy feel to them. I think they would smell so good together. I really like this scent. I mean, I love my sweeter gourmand fragrances, but this seems more of like that gourmand scent that's just a little bit more toned down and wearable for every day. Once it starts to cool down a little bit and as we get closer to fall, I'll be reaching for this one more. Okay, so this next selection that I got, this is the Cafe collection, I believe. This one's been out for, I think, over a month now. So I'm just gonna quickly go through these because this collection is a little bit older, but I was really looking forward to trying this collection. So I picked up a few of my favorites from this collection. I got almost the entire collection except for one scent. And honestly, I can't even remember what exactly the other scent smelled like. I just remember smelling it really quickly in store and I didn't love it, so I didn't end up grabbing it, but the 3 others that I did grab, I really enjoy. I think this whole video is going to be filled with scents that I really like because I was able to try these out in store, but the one standout scent from this collection that I really wanted to try, this is the new Pistachio Cream. This one has notes of vanilla glaze and solar musk, and I believe it also has a candied almond note. So I love pistachio fragrances, and I know typically, at least lately, whenever we see pistachio like new body mist, usually they're either similar to Sol de Janeiro or they're similar to the Hiii Yum Pistachio, and I was so surprised and happy that, I mean, this is basically like a whole new scent. I don't think it smells like either one of those, which I love both of those fragrances, but I already have a couple dupes already in my collection, so I don't really want to have like, you know, 5 dupes of the same scent. This, okay, I actually wore this one the other day. I mean, I was just here at home, but I did put it on. It smells so good. And I don't even know if there's another pistachio scent that I have that smells exactly like it. I do think it would layer well with the Hiii Yum Pistachio because they're both like very light. I think mixing with Sol de Janeiro, it might be a little bit too overpowering because that one is a lot sweeter. But I mean, the name, it perfectly describes this scent. I definitely get that light creaminess. I get the pistachio, a little bit of the almond. It smells like a dessert, but in a very wearable way. I really like this one. I think out of the entire collection, the pistachio one is my favorite. I love that vanilla glaze note. It's just the perfect amount of sweetness added to the pistachio note. So I really been liking this one. That's why I grabbed it in the matching lotion. Another one that I grabbed is the new Sugared Petals. This one, I was kind of going back and forth because I did hear some mixed reviews on this scent, but after smelling in store, there was something about it that I just really liked about this one. This has notes of sweet macaron and shimmering wood. It says delicate white flowers adorn golden macarons. So I've been hearing that this scent was just like a little bit boring, a little bit on the lighter side. I don't know. Whenever I smell this one, it does have those kind of like lighter floral notes, but it still comes off very sugary sweet to me. And this is like such a Victoria's Secret scent. I don't know how else to describe that, but whenever I think of Victoria's Secret fragrances, I just think of very soft, feminine, like pretty, sweeter florals. And that's exactly what this reminds me of. Like whenever you walk into Victoria's Secret, it smells like this. I don't know, there's something about this one that I do like. It has that soft kind of macaron note, but definitely has some florals mixed in there. So, I mean, Sugar Petals, I mean, it smells exactly like the name. But I mean, if you're into the florals, if you like a sweeter floral scent, don't think this would be a safe blind buy, especially if you're not, like if you're not really into the florals. Even though I do think this one smells really sweet in my opinion, I don't know if I would say this would be a safe blind buy. So if you can, I mean, that kind of goes for all of them. I would always recommend going in store and trying them out, but mainly saying about this one because I have seen quite a few mixed reviews and I almost didn't get it until I was able to try it out in store. And the last one that I have from this collection is the new Berry Brulee. I love the packaging on this collection too, even though it is kind of simple with just like the ombre packaging. I love all the colors, and this one just sounded so good. This one has notes of shaved chocolate, jasmine petals, and juicy red fruit. That shaved chocolate note was the whole reason why I grabbed this scent. And I will say, like after spraying it, it doesn't really have that strong chocolatey note that I really wanted. I just thought that was really unique for a Victoria's Secret scent because chocolate and even just gourmands in general, we don't see a lot from Victoria's Secret, but I do like this one. I think I can smell more of the chocolate there in the opening, but as it dries down, I definitely get more of the red berries and like those softer florals mixed in there too. So if you were like me and mainly interested in this one for that chocolatey notes, I mean, it's there, but it's not one of the top notes that I'm getting from the scent, at least for me. So just keep that in mind if that's the reason why you were maybe wanting to pick this one up. I think it smells good. I just wish it had more of that shaved chocolate note. I do have a couple chocolate perfumes though, so that's how I plan on wearing it. I didn't get a chance to smell the lotion though, so if anybody has tried the lotion in this scent, and if you get more of that chocolate note in the lotion, let me know because that might be something I would want to pick up later too. Okay, the last thing I have here is one other scent from Victoria's Secret, and then I have one of the new fragrances from Pink. We'll just get into this one. I think this one maybe came out I don't even know. This was part of one of their fall collections. And it wasn't until this past weekend, whenever they had the sale, that I went back and smelled this one. This one is Golden Mandarin Saffron. It says warm salted wood cozies up with radiant amber. But it was mainly the name of this one, especially whenever I noticed saffron in here. I was like, ooh, let me go back and smell this one, because I don't remember if I smelled this one the first time. Going back and smelling this one, I mean, this is such a fall scent. Like, whenever I smell this, it just reminds me of fall, like fall leaves. It smells almost kind of like a fall candle, but in a perfume-like way, to where I wouldn't mind smelling like this one, but it screams fall to me. I do get that mandarin note, and when I smell this, I literally smell this color, like the warm kind of golden orange color. I don't know, certain scents, they remind me of specific colors, so I feel like they nailed it with this scent. And there was something about this one that I just really liked. I can't even fully describe this scent other than it smelling like fall. It's a little bit more perfume-like. It's nothing really overly sweet or fruity or anything. I'm kind of getting touches of like a soft amber note. Oh, radiant amber. I forgot. Radiant amber is one of the notes. Sometimes I read the notes and I totally forget the notes that are listed. But yeah, definitely smell the amber. So if you're not really a fan of that, you might not like it, because it kind of gives it this like slight kind of musky note a little bit there in the background, but I think that warm kind of golden mandarin note just really helps sweeten it up just a little bit. For some reason, out of the new fall fragrances that I did try, this one stood out to me. So I'm glad I was able to pick it up during the sale. And now getting into the last mist here. This is the only one that I picked up from Pink. I think they have 3 or 4 new scents from Pink, but this is the main one that I really wanted. This is the new Very Vanilla. It has notes of crumb cake, cinnamon sugar, and vanilla drizzle. This smells like vanilla coffee cake to me, and I love coffee cake. That's one of my favorite desserts. This smells so good. I love that crumb cake note, and even though the Pink mist, they usually are a little bit on the lighter side, like these are not the most long-lasting body mist, but whenever they do gourmands, they do such a good job on a lot of the sweeter scents. So I always look forward to their fall and holiday collections. They just have so many of my favorites, and even though it has that cinnamon note, which usually I'm not too crazy about, it's a little bit on the lighter side. It's definitely mixed in with that sugar, so I don't really mind that too much, but out of all the ones that I tried, this is the one that I like the most. I thought I was really gonna like the Oh Cherry one, I think it's called. Yeah, Oh Cherry. That one's cherry, pomegranate, and vanilla. That one, it wasn't a bad scent, but I feel like I already have quite a few cherry scents in my collection, and it just didn't really stand out to me. So surprisingly, I left that one behind. They also had the Apple Rush, which I did almost grab. It has apple, caramel, and vanilla. I do think that one smells really good too. So maybe if they have another sale, I might go back and grab that one, because I do want to smell it again, but I feel like it just was a little bit on the lighter side. Like, I kind of remember spraying it in store and the scent just kind of immediately disappeared. They do have this new pink apple one, which I don't think was in store the last time I was there, but they have a full collection. The matching lotion, scrub, they have a shower gel. Oh, this one's new. It says pink apple softening shower and shave oil. I don't think they've had any other shave oils. So I think that's a whole new product, but that sounds really good. I love shave oils and shower oils. But yeah, that's everything that I got recently over the past like 2 or so trips to Victoria's Secret and Pink. I'm hoping we get at least one other gourmand collection, because those are my favorites. But if you guys have tried anything from the new collections, let me know your thoughts, or if you're just passing on them, because I know it's a little bit overwhelming right now. There's a lot to choose from, but it's been a while since I've been in there, so I feel like I'm behind on a lot of these fragrances. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I really missed YouTube because I was gone for such a long time, but hopefully the next couple days I'll have more of a chance to film. That way I can get some new videos up. But if you guys made it to the end of this video, thank you. Thank you so much for just hanging out with me and sticking around to the end. If you did enjoy this video and found this video helpful, or want to see more videos like this, just give this video a thumbs up, because it always helps with my channel and helps some videos whenever you do. So I always appreciate whenever you guys do that. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. You can turn on your post notifications. That way you will get notified whenever I do post new videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!